Hi everyone, welcome. This is Entrepreneurship and we are doing Learning Unit 7 and it's all about entrepreneurial skills. I actually love this chapter. The learning outcomes that we're going to cover include differentiating between entrepreneurial skills, management competencies and knowledge, and then explaining the groups of competencies that are key characteristics of successful entrepreneurs. So, if you're a successful entrepreneur, there is a good chance that you have these competencies. They have found that they are most common in successful entrepreneurs. Then, discussing the importance of locus of control. If you don't know what it is, you will know what it is by the end of this learning unit. And then the entrepreneurial skills in relation to this locus of control. So, in other words, if we say you've got locus of control, these are probably the skills that you have. And then the last one, explain the importance of creativity and innovation in an entrepreneurial venture. I think learning outcome 5 is what we've known. We've discussed it throughout the whole book. Creativity and innovation are, in fact, what start a business. So, this is just a continuation of that conversation. Learning outcome 1, differentiate between entrepreneurial skills, management competencies, and knowledge. Entrepreneurial skills are related to the personal and interpersonal competencies of people. We already know what they are. These are the skills that you have. And then management skills and business knowledge, they are indication of how well an entrepreneur can perform important tasks and activities that are related to the 8 functions of the business. So how well can you do general management, operations, finances? Those are the management skills, as well as then the knowledge that is required in order for you to execute those skills. And then the learning outcome 2, explain the groups of competencies that are key characteristics of successful entrepreneurs. So they say that through the extensive research, McClelland in 1986 and McBain and Company in 1986 also have identified the following 3 groups of competencies that are related to entrepreneurial skills. They actually call it entrepreneurial orientation. These 3 characteristics, if you put them together, they are what they call entrepreneurial orientation. So the first one is proactiveness. Do you have take initiative and assertiveness? And then the second one is achievement orientation, right? Are you the kind of person that always seeks and acts on opportunities? Are you efficiency orientated? Do you have a concern for high quality work, and as well as systematic planning? And then with regards to commitment of others, are you the kind of person that commits to the work contract? And then can you recognize the importance of business relationships? A person who's an entrepreneur knows very much that his business is dependent on his relationship with other people. So the competencies related to achievement orientation. Achievement orientation refers to a person's need to do things better, faster, and more efficiently. And then we can summarize the competencies of people with high need for achievement as follows. Those are people that like to solve problems. They set their own goals. They love feedback. They have a personal sense of accomplishment. They like to control their own time, and they are true to themselves. Whereas the relations and skills or commitment to others, these are, entrepreneurs are closely involved with people and they realize that they cannot be successful in isolation. So you are aware that, it's important for you to have relationships. So you're a team builder, you're a hero maker as an entrepreneur. And then they discuss the importance of locus of control. Locus of control refers to the extent to which a person perceives themselves as being within or beyond personal control and understanding. So, in other words, when you put effort and your results come, do you say this effort or these results are a direct link to the effort that I've put in? Or are you the type of person that will look outside of yourself and say, but the environment moderated my results? So if you have an internal locus of control, a strong while, It means that you take charge of your own responsibility. You feel that your fate is in your own hands, and therefore your effort will determine the outcomes that you receive. So some people have a strong internal locus of control, whereas others have a strong external. External means that you look at the outside environment. So people with a strong internal locus of control, they believe that their own ability to control the outcome of their efforts is relatively decisive in determining their fate. And then people with a strong external locus of control, they perceive the outcome of an event as being primarily beyond their personal control. People that like to blame others, I would say they have an external locus of control. And then generally, people with internal locus of control, they believe that their own active efforts affect the outcome of their events. And I won't go through all of these. I think it makes sense now what internal locus of control is, whereas locus of external, they prefer a more structured and directive style of supervision. So they want to be supervised. So it's the difference between a leader and a follower. People with internal locus of controls, they're more leaders, and if you have an external locus of control, chances are you're more of a follower and you want to be supervised. And then discuss the entrepreneurial skills in relation to internal locus of control measures. So in other words, if you have this internal locus of control, it means that you're self-aware. It means that you love goal setting, time management, you're good at conflict management, assertiveness, as well as networking. And then explain the importance of creativity and innovation in an entrepreneurial venture. Creativity refers to a person's imagination, right? And whereas an innovative ability refers to more the use of creative abilities to create something concrete. So creativity is like your inclination to be creative, whereas your innovative ability, is to take that creativity and to actually produce something from it. So successful entrepreneurs combine their creative thinking with innovative action and their business knowledge and management skills. So you move from idea phase to actually getting an actual product and a business from your ideas. And then a few ways in which creativity and innovation can be expressed are the ability to consider new ideas, seeking and taking initiative in solving problems. That's such an important one, because I think for me it requires creativity to solve problems. So if you're a problem solver, you're definitely creative. And then seek ways to do things differently, exploiting opportunities and being distinguishable from your competitors. Shane in 1977 identified, among other things, 3 career anchors. And these career anchors, they say, are the characteristics that most significantly distinguish people in different careers from one another. So, in other words, and yeah, this is a bit sad, but anyway, they say that the entrepreneur's career anchor is creativity and innovation. If you're the type of person that always want to think outside of the box, chances are you've got an entrepreneur. You're an entrepreneur or entrepreneurial. And then the manager, if you're a manager, your career anchor is competence and efficiency. You can imagine, because if you're managing a business, it means that you are ruling, the lines and crossing the T's of the business, yeah. And then if they say they use a career of a professor's anchor as being in control and having discretion over your own time, yeah, I guess to a certain extent, but I don't know, I wouldn't use this anchor to describe professors. They are more research based, actually, and yeah, they anchor themselves in doing good research. But anyway, in summary, we talked about entrepreneurial skills. That's it for this learning outcome. Thank you.